Well, hello folks. Hey, the Old Fisherman's back in the kitchen. Today, we're gonna make us a striper stew. Instead of catfish stew, it's called striper stew. That big striper I caught the other day on video, well, right there he is in the pan. We're gonna boil the meat off, and then we're gonna add all these ingredients we got right here. We got potatoes, we got bacon, we got milk, Worcestershire half and half, hot sauce, salt and pepper is what we're going to use today in our recipe. We're going to cook up a doggone striper stew, a catfish stew slash striper stew. Instead of catfish, we use the stripers. Hey, the Old Fisherman way. It's the way I do it. I like it. Hey, maybe you'll try it and maybe you'll like it. Get right back with you when I peel my potatoes, my onions, and we're gonna put the meat in and boil it off in water, and I'll show you what I'm fixing to do. You see the water right here? I got water in it boiling, getting ready to boil. We got a pan of fried bacon in. Hey, we're gonna be cooking in the kitchen with the Old Fisherman. All right, folks, we got the onions peeled, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut about 1/4 inch through the whole onion, leave a little bit at the bottom, keep it in place. 1/4 inch, slice it through. And then I'll checkerboard it across the other way. And then I'll turn it straight up and down and just cut across and get all these little pieces, cut it up fine, the onion cut it up real fine as you can, till we get 2 of them chopped up. We got 2 big large onions, and I'm not gonna make a lot, just enough for me, but that's what we're doing right now. And we're gonna put it in this pan. What we're gonna do is fry the bacon, and then I'm going to, after I fry the bacon, we're going to chop it up real small pieces, put it in the stew after the fish cook off, and then we're going to put this onion chopped up into the bacon grease with the pieces of potato, and then we're going to stir fry it in that bacon grease. That's the way I like to do it, give it that bacon flavor. Cut them up small as you can. And try not to get too many on the floor. All right, we're gonna do 2 onions like that, but I just showed you how to do one. We're gonna do another one off camera. And then, to show you what I'm gonna do, I'm making more of a mess. One thing about my cooking, when I got to cook it, I got to clean it all up. I do make a mess, but anyhow, hey, we're going to chop these potatoes up in about 1/2 inch squares, basically. And we're going to turn the potato, and that's the little cubes of potatoes is what we want. I don't know how other people do it. I just started doing it like this, and it's the way I do it, and it works out really well. Many ways to make catfish stew. I like to do it in the milk, but I like to add Texas Pete and Worcestershire to it. Gives it some good flavor. We're going to sit here and chop up the rest of the potatoes. Hey, we'll get right back with you. Now, folks, we got the bacon. We're going to chop it up in small pieces. That's the way I'm going to do it. And cook it chopped up. Need a pretty good little sharp knife. This ain't the best, but it does all right. You can either chop it up and fry it like that, kind of stir fry it, or you can fry them individually pieces and break them up. Either way will work real well. Alright, now going to take this over to the frying pan. We got it in the frying pan, we got the heat on, we got our fish boiling in the water. It's going to boil up and fall all to pieces. Then we're going to drain the water off of the fish. And we're going to do the first half chopped up bacon. The last half I'm going to do it whole. You can do it whole all the way or chopped up. Just showing you two different methods. Hey, it's going to be some good eating at the Cumberland residence. We'll get right back with you. All right, folks. Hey, we got everything cooking. Frying pan's on. We're going to get something to stir fry this bacon up with. Stir it around. If I can turn the camera down a little bit where you can see it. All right, stirring the bacon around as it cooks. What that's going to do is it's going to put the bacon grease, going to cook the bacon grease out, and that's what we're going to cook our potatoes and onions in. You see, we got them chopped up and ready to go. Potatoes and onions. We got 2 pans of them. I only got 2 big onions, but it's about 6-8 little potatoes. They were mid-size, which would be a plenty. And as this cooks, we are going to get ready. So the smell of this is making me hungry, really hungry. And it won't, as soon as I get it cooked, I'll be ready to gnaw down on some doggone rockfish or striper / and a catfish stew. A striper stew is what you got to call it, but I do the catfish stew the same way. Somebody's wanting me to show how I do my stew. Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And y'all can see that boiling fish and the ingredients going in and the bacon frying. Hey, it's gonna be some good eating. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some good eating here today. I can't wait. Ain't one problem. I got nobody to, excuse me. Hey, but one problem, I got nobody to help me eat it. Wish I could invite each and every one of you over for a bowl, because you sure love it. Some of these I didn't chop up real good, but that's okay. When they get fried, I'll break it on up. Hey, got to love it. We'll get right back with you. All right, folks, we're getting these little pieces of bacon out here, and I'm gonna put them in a pan. Leave the bacon grease in the pan, in the frying pan. And then we're gonna break out our whole pieces and do the rest in whole. And we'll set this little bacon aside right now. Now, like I say, you can do them all in whole pieces, or you can put them all cut up pieces. Either way will work fine. Got a little grease, a little too hot here, so got to cool it down. Spreading them babies out. let them cook up like that for a little bit. Folks, okay, we got our bacon pieces cooked up. The fish is boiled down. We got the whole bacon pieces. What I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna take the crumbs and put on it, and I'm gonna save the big pieces for after you dip your catfish stew, you can break some more bacon on them. So that's enough with the bacon grease to fry our potatoes and onions off. We're gonna put half of the bacon in the pot. When it cooks down just a little bit more, we're gonna add half and half, and then we're gonna fry off our onions and our potatoes in this bacon grease. That's what we're planning on doing. I'll get, and hey, let's hope that that'll taste like I think it's gonna taste, and I know it will. Hey, get right back with you. All right, folks, the bacon is done. We're gonna pull them babies out and put them on a plate with a napkin in it where they can drain. We're gonna use this bacon as extra bacon to put on each bowl separately. Is what we're gonna do. Okay, now, this point, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these doggone potatoes and we're gonna dump them in here. Potatoes and onions. We basically got two pans, so we're gonna have to do it a couple times. I might have a little too many. One would probably be enough, but we got a good bit of meat in there for the stew. And we're gonna stir fry them babies in this frying pan in the bacon grease. And that, my friend, is gonna make it delicious. It's gonna make it wonderful. Just about cook it off and dump that in there in that boiling water with the fish. The water is evaporating down, which I want it to. I was gonna pour some water off, but I think it's gonna be fine like it is. Y'all can see that it's boiled way down and ain't nothing but meaty water, fish water. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and we'll chunk that bacon, crumbs of bacon already in it. At this point. As we frying the potatoes and onions. I don't know if y'all seen my apron. Miss Deborah embroidered this apron. Got me and Bo catching 3 fish. She used some colors where it don't stand out, that's the only thing. But I don't know if y'all seen it or not. You got to love it on it. Miss Deborah made this apron. She bought the apron and embroidered stuff on it. She didn't really make the apron. But she loves green, that's why it's green. She made it for me, and I'll cherish it forever. Can't tell y'all how I miss that lady. A lonely house over here. Me and Logan, that's it. That is it. Well, we learned how to entertain. I entertain Logan just like he was my woman. When it comes to taking him on golf cart rides, whatever he wants to do. There's a labradoodle at the end of the street down on Will Wise that waits for us to come by every day, and Logan will jump off that golf cart, and I said this before, up and down, the doodle on one side and Logan on the other, back and forth that fence. I ought to take a video of that. It's crazy. It really is. If I can't think about it, I'll try to show you a video of that Logan and doodle coming on an upcoming video. I want to cook this till it's about done. I'm gonna let it all simmer in here some, but and since I got 2 pans of it, like I said, I might have too much, but maybe. You got a lot of meat in there. One thing about using a stripe, and I cut the dark meat out, it's gonna It's going to be really delicious. There ain't going to be any fishy taste, I don't think. And what we're going to do is add the half and half. I've done it in coronation milk, half and half, and just whole milk, but the half and half makes it sweeter, or any kind of sweetened milk. Sweet condensed milk would probably work too. I just hadn't tried that. We're going to put half and half in it. In a few minutes, I ain't going to do it yet. So I'll put these potatoes and all in it. And all this potatoes and onions soaked up in this bacon grease, woo, that's going to give it a flavor. I'm telling you, a flavor from our China. Make you want to slap your mama, they say. Don't never slap your mama, but that's an old saying. Be so good you want to slap your mama. I tell you, fishing's been tough here. It's been, well, I had been about 3 days. That's why we're cooking, I guess. Woke up this morning, Monday morning, after New Year's, and I mean, we had a storm and the wind was blowing about 50 miles an hour. I wasn't about to go, so I split wood today. My sister had a couple of trees cut down and I hauled off a lot of the limbs and got the wood. And I split wood and firewood. I still heat with firewood. I can't beat it, but it's a lot of work. I don't know how much longer I'll do it, but on the good side, it's good exercise. So, although it's a lot of work, it's good exercise. I think that's done enough to put in here, and we're gonna dip it out of there, and we're gonna put it right in this pot. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. We're gonna dip it out of here into the pot. I'm trying to keep that grease in there to do the other batch. I might be overdone it with the potatoes and the onions for this little bit of stew, but hey, it can't hurt it. Let's hope not anyhow. All right, let's put the other batch in there and cook them off. One thing I haven't added is salt, but I'm fixing to add some salt. You know, you gotta have salt. I put a good bit of salt in it and keep adding to it, but I like salt in my stuff, and of course the Texas Pete, you can get by without pepper, but I'm going to sprinkle some pepper in this last batch of potatoes and onions while they cook. Y'all can look down in there. Got it steaming. That's a big bunch of fish and potatoes and onions. We're going to add the milk to it and the Texas Pete in a few minutes. Logan's in there barking at somebody on the highway. He sits in that little room back there where my computer is and looks out the window. And when my next door neighbor dog comes out to play, he barks at him. He barks at everything. Because I don't say too much to him because he's got to listen to me edit all them videos. He sits back there. I know he's tired of hearing my voice. We get right back with y'all. Alright folks, the other batch of potatoes and onions are about done. We're going to throw this half and half in here, add it to the pile. I'm gonna pour the whole quart in there. Alright. Boy, it's looking good in there, what you talking about. Alright, now, we're gonna get Texas Pete out. And the Worcestershire. What we're gonna do. I always like, when I'm making any kind of stew, I put Worcestershire in. I dump your good douche it out in there, and the Texas Pete depends on how hot you want it. We're gonna put it in there. I don't know, about a quarter of a cup, I reckon. We didn't put a lot of pepper. And it depends on how red it ends up. I might add a little bit more to it. Y'all see it, it's got a little red tint to it. Get all them goodies in there. The fish all mushed up, bacon in it. Oh my, that's gonna be some good eating people. What? Good eating. Tell you, this ain't my first rodeo. And I found out catfish is good, but stripers makes a better stew, I think. No bones, because I filleted all the meat, the bones out of the meat before I even started cooking. If you can put bones in it, that might a lot of people think bones, cooking with the bones makes it better, but the only problem is you start getting the bottom of the bowl, you start getting bones. Y'all can see them taters in there, cooking taters and onions. Look at that meat. Oh my. And we got the bacon over here to put on top of each individual bowl if you want to add bacon. Hey, folks, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right here. What? Logan will be out here in a minute because he starts smelling fish cooking, anything cooking. He shows up. I'm surprised he hadn't already shown up, to be honest with you, because I hadn't fed him this afternoon, so I know he's hungry. I fried fish last night. Well, I didn't salt and pepper his. I battered them and fried them and broke pieces up in his dog food, and let me tell you, that dog absolutely loves filleted fish. Of course, I won't give him nothing with bones in it, but he loves that meat and that fish mixed with his dog food. I know you ain't supposed to do that, but you know what? My other dogs, Logan's going on 8. I haven't had a schnauzer make it past 12 yet. And we done everything you're supposed to do, with all the shots and everything, feed him the right dog food, and the joker still don't live after 12. So I'm figuring he needs a little bit of treat. I'm gonna feed this joker right with real fish. You don't know what you're getting in a lot of these dog food bags. They tell you there's chicken, rice, salmon, all that, but you don't know what kind of condition it was when it's cooked. My fish, I know they good. And I know that when Logan eats that fish, he's enjoying himself with real good eating fish out of good waters. And they think a lot of that dog food with the salmon in it, hey, it gets on up there $40, $50 for a big bag. So I catch plenty of fish and Logan can enjoy them as good as I can. And that's the way I look at it. But folks, I need to turn my heat down. I didn't want to mush up my other trimmings in this stew. And like I say, it's right now, it's probably good enough without putting these other potatoes in it. But anyhow, we're going to put another batch of onion and potatoes in it. Can't hurt it. It's out, put it in here. Matter of fact, we're going to pour the grease, the bacon grease and everything out in here, the rest of it. And that's going to really make it good. It might not be that healthy. I ain't say this is a healthy meal now. This is country cooking. But I can guarantee you one thing, it'll be good. You can count on that. Turn this eye off and get me hot. Country cooking at its finest. All right, we'll put this over here now. sink. Stir it all up. You can add more liquid, more Texas Pete. Matter of fact, it ain't quite red enough. I'm gonna add a little bit of Texas Pete more to it. What I'm gonna do. Look at this. Does that look good or what? Folks, hey, that looks really good, don't it? Like I say, you can add some more milk. But I'm thinking that's going to be good. I need to do a taste check. We need to get us a bowl. And I need to dip me a little bit of this out. And we might add some more Texas Pete in it. Folks, look in there. Look in there, look in there, look in there. Let's see what it tastes like. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks for being with me on another episode of Loving Life Today in the Kitchen with the Old Fisherman. God bless you. See you next week.